Yo, what's good? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy SPODER, and we back for another video. Today we're doing I got hunted by the military for 48 hours and I made a story by Yo808. And let's get into it.
Welcome to Gatortooth Creek.
Yo, bro, stay calm.
Here there will be no smoking, no feeding the animals, and please, for the love of God,
Yo, I see him. He's over there.
You can't run forever.
do not jump into the creek.
A dead end, bro. I don't know where to go. Ayo, he's cornered.
Yeah, nowhere to go now.
Yo said don't hop in a creek, bro. What you doing there?
Before we get into this video,
Yeah. Who's in this video? Alright, big thanks to these guys for voicing characters. 40 Roni. I don't care. Young Don Sauce God, Stanley Animation, CJ the Champ. He's in this? Crazy. Saga the Youngin. I subscribed to him. I don't know what I just did that for. And Devontae the One.
before we get into this video, I would like to thank our sponsors.
Yeah, and I'm not monetized yet, so yeah, no.
Flies, squirrels, deers, trees, pollution. Well, I was raised in the South, Charleston, South Carolina to be exact. So when I think of the forest, I'm thinking cicadas, snakes, alligators, the Klan. Pollution. Charleston is just swamp, trees, and animals with sharp teeth. So needless to say, as a kid, I stayed away from the forest. But aren't you a monkey? Like, what do I look like going outside and running into snakes when I can just run YouTube on my laptop and watch the Nicki Minaj Anaconda music video? Like, I'm cool on that. I was never really much of an outdoorsman until my mom stepped in and put me into this thing called ROTC. For those of you who don't know what ROTC is, just imagine a Black Ops lobby, but without the black. Like, niggas was... It was basically like military school. You learn about military etiquette, marching drills, etc. They also had a ranking system, so if you were really good, they make you a flight commander, basically meaning you could boss around other low-ranking kids. I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically the gist of what ROTC is. Now, my least favorite part of this was the fact that one day a week you had to wear the uniform of your branch, mine being Air Force, and if you didn't, your grade would be affected. They would have this thing called inspection where they grade how well you put on the uniform, and if anything was out of place, you'd get points deducted. So needless to say, in high school, my drip levels were on Flint, Michigan, bro. Like, there's nothing fresh about booty tight high water slacks, a navy blue button up with badges, your uncle's church shoes, and this welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger ass hat that they had us wearing, bro. All respect to the troops, but it's the reason y'all get cheated on. Y'all got no drip. Like, imagine your crush shares a class with you, and once a week you got to pull up dressed like Jada Pinkett. I mean G.I. Jane. Like, I hated wearing the uniform, bro. But I had no choice. If I didn't wear it, I'd fail. Which is what I would like to say if I actually passed the uniform inspection. But no matter how ironed my shirt, shined my shoes, shaved my pubes, my uniform grade would be an F every single time. Why? Because I had an afro in high school, so the hat wouldn't fit me properly, so I'd get points off for it every single time. And since the hat was such an important thing, it would be a pretty big cut. I'm talking 30% of the overall grade. So when I got off for little things like facial hair, lint, uneven badges, it would just make my bad grade worse. Like, I don't think I've ever passed a uniform inspection. But cutting my hair was not an option because my head is mad rectangular, bro. Like, my jaw built like a Kia Soul for real. Even to this day, I have big hair to hide it. But thankfully, I was decent enough at everything else in the class that failing the uniform inspection every week didn't kill my grade. But I was on thin ice because anytime we had a test, I had to ace it. Because if I got anything less than a high C on a test, my parents would beat me to a pulp. Fast forward to the end of the year and finals start to come up and I'm stressed, bro. I'm gathering all my old notes, graded tests, everything, because I know I need at least a B on this thing to pass the class. Keep in mind, they haven't even announced the test yet. I'm pre-studying, bro. I don't even have a study guide yet. One day I walk into class and I see my instructor, who we called the major, in front with the stack of papers. I'm assuming he's about to hand out the study guide, but instead I'm handed a waiver and I can feel the entire morale of the classroom drop. I'm hearing kids whisper to each other, all concerned. Confused, I look at the paper again. Why is the exam on the weekend? We get a 0 if we don't show up? Bro, where are we even going? And then I see it.
Gatortooth Creek? We're going to Gator Tooth Creek.
How did the school even allow this?
They didn't, because there's no way we're going to Gator Tooth Creek. Oh, we're not only going there, we're staying the weekend.
Oh, I'm getting a 0. I don't care. I'll get a 0.
All of my 16 years of living, the things I've seen, life lessons I've learned, friends I met on the way.
Yo, you trying to go out to the yo?
Only that. Just to end because an old head wants us to spend the weekend at Gator Tooth Creek, the place with swamps so deep you can smell the mud from miles away, wildlife so dangerous that you have a higher chance of survival in a Jurassic Park movie, bro. When the major said we'd be spending the weekend there, my heart might as well have been pole dancing down my spine because that John dropped. And that's not the only thing dropping because my GPA is in the trenches, so whatever the major has planned for us to do, I gotta do it well because I need a good grade on this exam. But let me not get too ahead of myself and explain. In ROTC, you also study wilderness survival. You know what to do if you get stranded, how to pitch a tent, what bears eat off of bushes, is it sus to suck the poison out of your homie's snake bite, stuff like that. Hence why the final was to spend the weekend at Gator Tooth Creek. Hence why my heart was throwing it back. So I take my paper home, get it signed, repent for my sins, and 2 days later, I'm on a bus headed to the site. And almost just as soon as we got on the bus, we got dropped off in the middle of nowhere next to the sketchy looking wooden lodge, and the bus ride could not have been more than 10 minutes. So I don't know how we went from dense civilization to none so quickly. We get out and we're greeted by the park ranger.
Welcome to Gator Tooth Creek. Before I can let you pass, I need your waivers. Here there will be no smoking,
Waivers.
no feeding the animals, and please, for the love of God, for your own safety, do not jump into the creek. By instruction of the major, there will also be no food permitted past the point. Couldn't be me.
I can tell. So after being told we're going to be starving the whole trip, we all get rounded up at the campsite, which is basically this patch of grass in the middle of the forest along the edge of the creek. And then the major hands us all MREs, or meals ready to eat, and then tells us that this is the only thing we'll be eating the whole weekend. And honestly, you can call me a city girl by the way I was judging this small package. It was this tiny bag with more tiny bags in it containing food. But if I'm being honest, the packaging looked like it had more nutritional value than anything in the MRE. Like if I was on the front lines and I opened my government Lunchable to see crackers, peanut butter, and a single M&M, I'm committing treason. So hungry and scared, we then gather for a run through the forest. And in between exhausted breaths, I'm ducking spiders. People are falling into puddles. This one girl ran into a tree. We are not looking like we're gonna survive this trip. We run into this big rock. And then the major tells us we have to map out the entire area back to the campsite. And that was when I realized we aren't getting graded on our ability to survive or anything like that. We overthought this. We're just getting graded on our ability to map our way back to the site. So we're put into groups of 3. And I'm matched with kids all named Sean and Layton, and we start walking back to the camp. And I am mapping out everything as crisply as possible because, once again, my grade is on life support, so I'm definitely mapping slower than everyone else, which causes our group to fall behind. I'll put this trash can here. Oh, is that a flower? I'm gonna draw that too.
Yo.
My fault. Shh, that tree kind of thick. I might need another pen.
Yo.
My fault. Should I draw each individual leaf on this bush? Yeah.
Yo.
Oh, my fault. Why is it dark? Bro, I didn't realize it, but I was mapping for hours, long enough for the sun to go down and everyone else to make it back to camp. I look at Sean and he is pressed. We walk to the
That
creek
is
and start to walk
actually
along
wild.
it in hopes that we find a way back to the camp because there was no way we were going to be able to navigate through the forest. And as we're walking, I could just feel the loudness of the silence in the air. So should I keep mapping or—
How much more time do you need? We've been mapping this area for hours with no clue where we are. I don't know where the camp is, do you?
Sean, I understand the frustration. Trust me, I do. But rangers patrol the area often, so if we don't find the camp, we'll be found. Relax.
Thanks, Layton.
Do not talk to me. Yo, stupidity aside, at least we have a good map. We'll get a good grade on this exam.
I guess when you put it like that. All right, good job, Yo-Yo. Just let me see the map.
Well, I'm not done.
But you were working on it for hours. I bet it looks fine. Let us see.
Nope.
Nigga, give me the map.
So should I keep mapping or— We reached the creek and start following into the camp, and we had to walk
That is
about a mile
actually
and a half.
crazy.
When I say walk, I really mean shuffle. Since the trees were so close to the water, we're basically two-stepping on the edge because going into the forest at this time was entirely too risky. It's dense, there are spiders everywhere, and God forbid we run into an alligator. So this was the safest way to maneuver. But my calf muscles are fighting demons trying to keep me from falling in because one misstep and I'm diving face first into 5 feet of murky alligator-infested water. Time passes and we finally see the fire of the camp, and I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I just book it through the forest towards the camp. And to my surprise, Leighton and Sean follow me, and as the fire gets closer and closer, I can just feel the stress levels lowering at last. We finally made Yo, help! I look back and Sean is stuck in a ditch and Leighton runs to help him and I reluctantly follow. We reach the ditch and Sean is just covered in mud and the slope of the ditch was so steep that he couldn't get up. So I go to grab his hand, but Leighton doesn't move. Yo, Leighton, you grab one hand and I'll grab the other. We can pull him up. But Leighton grabs the back of my shirt so tight that it cuts into my neck. Leighton, what are you doing?
Sean, don't move. Give me your hand.
Yo, Leighton, you good? You look like you seen a go.
I look at Sean and he looks just as shocked as Leighton. Confused, I look. And then I see it. Scaly skin, sharp teeth, glowing yellow eyes. Not only did Sean fall into a ditch, he fell about 12 feet from an alligator. If we move wrong, Sean is done. But I'm at a safe distance, so in a panic, I yank his arm as hard as humanly possible. I guess it catches everyone off guard because Sean jolts up and then falls in again, but this time pulling Leighton in with him. And the guilt I felt seeing them both in that ditch was immeasurable. I'm talking guiltier than OJ. But I caught 2 bodies. Bro, I felt bad.
That's really
Only
wild.
did like 10% of our graded map. Led us through the dark forest. Dropped them both in a ditch with an alligator. And then ran away, leaving them both for dead. Dog, someone has to animate our story on YouTube, and these niggas can't draw. I gun it and make it to the camp, and about 3 minutes after, Sean and Leighton walk up. But I genuinely could not tell you how they got out because I was too busy running faster than Harriet Tubman. They get into the tent, neither of them saying a word to me. We all go to our sleeping bags. I eat a single cracker and a packet of peanut butter. Hungry, cold, exhausted, but alive. We call it a night.
Hey, get up, everyone! Everybody, get up!
Yeah,
let's go, let's
bro,
go!
I would never. Bro, I'm never going to that camp.
What's going on, bro?
Or whatever it is, bro.
Sean.
Yo, we don't know, bro, but I'm pretty sure Sean does not want to talk to you right now.
The seniors wake us up and take us on a run through the forest again, and we reach the same rock from yesterday.
The rock? Why are we here again? We already mapped the area.
Good. I hope you have them with you, because the exam's about to begin.
Wait, the exam wasn't over yesterday? We almost died!
What could the exam possibly be? I thought we were going home.
Y'all hear that? That's the major. For the exam, all you gotta do is reach the campsite without getting caught by him. Well, you gotta avoid us too, but you mapped the area. We didn't. So that shouldn't be a struggle at all. Everybody turn around and count to 30. After that, run the count. Good luck.
30, 29,
I'm
28.
done for. Only mapped like 15 feet out. I don't know where I'm going, and neither does anyone in my group.
10, 9.
Sean and Leighton aren't even talking to me. How am I gonna pass this exam?
3, 2.
My grade is done.
1.
The major bird calls and all the kids just book it into the forest. Bro, what do we do? We gotta figure out something.
Our only chance of going to the creek and using the same route as yesterday.
The creek? Huh. You mean the one with the alligator that almost tried to kill me?
I really think that's our only choice.
A blood-curdling scream comes from the forest, and we hide in a bush and take a look, and we just see kids getting absolutely violated by the seniors. They're getting tackled, punched, thrown, and the seniors are not holding back at all. And honestly, if you knew how bad our class was, you'd understand why. See, our class was the absolute worst behaved of all the classes in ROTC. We never listened. None of us respected the seniors. Sean was always picking fights with them. I never cut my hair. Basically, this is the only setting where the seniors in the major could take out years worth of frustration on us physically with no repercussions. I mean, we signed a waiver, so they were capitalizing entirely. And we knew that, so without saying a word, we run into the forest. But as we're running,
You 3,
Stop.
I don't know if it was because we were all terrified or if the dead seriousness of the voice that we heard held that much authority, but we all stop, slowly turned around. I brace myself for confrontation. We look over and then see another group of kids.
Yo, don't go that way. The Major's there already. He dropped a whole group single-handedly.
But doesn't that mean he's occupied?
Yeah, but when a team gets dropped, they help tackle the remaining group, so now there are like 5 people over there.
They help? We just saw a group get dropped too. That means there's like 10, plus the seniors, plus the majors. That's so many people. How the hell are we even gonna get back to camp?
Bro, we gotta go to the creek.
Hey, yo, Sean! I've been waiting for you.
We all hear a voice, but with no clue where it came from. I'm just looking around in confusion. He's not to my left. He's not to my right. He's not below me. Where the fuck? There's no way. We all look up and see Shay, who was a senior who Sean was notorious for picking fights with. He grins almost as if he was happy to be spotted.
Yo-Yo's here too? Excellent.
The look in his eyes gets more devious. His smile gets wider. I look at
This
Sean.
is wild,
Sean
bro.
looks at me. Shay lets go of the tree and lunges at us full speed. Run! I turn. Shay bodies Sean, looks me in my face, and then. Hey. No, I ain't never take no break, nigga. I'm just getting started though. Niggas say they working, check the stats, and that shit's hardly grow. Just getting fatter like I really need some cardio. Bout to touch an M and now she down the pipe like Mario. Like mask on me, way up the way, gon' get your dad bodies. You capped on me. I can't do no normal shit, I'll pass on it. You peek through me. Give a fuck about bro, I'm about to pass on you. Just one of me, but it's hella hoes, you not my last. And I was working 9 to 5 shit.
Nah, there's gotta be a part 2. There is a part 2. It said to continue. Anywho. Alright, if y'all like that, like, comment, share. We really care. Road to monetization. Road to 150 subscribers. And I guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.